Good morning, Year 2. Welcome to Mrs. Pratelli's Learning Online. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to model to you how to write a character description. I think that's for day 2 this week. And so basically it says to choose adjectives to describe a picture. And then we're going to turn it into a creative sentence. So I'm just going to show you the picture that we're going to be doing. I'm just going to flip the camera around. So that's the picture that we're doing. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the process in which we do it at school. Also, the children are pretty good with this already. So if you're telling your mummies that you can't do it because you want to go outside and play, you can, okay? Right, so I'm going to show you how I would start it all, and then we can make a creative character description based on the unicorn that I just showed you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just write down a few different features of the unicorn. So maybe, for example, eyes, wings, and tail. I'm just going to do a few, but I would recommend that you do about 5. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think of some adjectives to describe these different things. Okay, so for example, wings, I could have long, I could have feathery. For the tail, I could have fluffy, hairy. Yeah. And for eyes, I could have big. But what you could do is you could almost go through a thesaurus and thinking, hang on a minute, big's a bit boring. How can I change it? What other words are in a thesaurus that mean the same thing as big? So you could have a go at thinking, humongous or massive, whichever. Okay, so then I've got a sentence up here, but it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It says, the adjective noun is verb adverb where. Makes no sense, but we are going to use this structure to help us create a really, really exciting sentence. So, first of all, my noun is one of these down here, eyes, wings, or tail. So I'm going to write wings in the middle of my page. This is sometimes called a spine poem or a spine description because you put your spine words down the middle and then you can fill it in all the way around. So I then have the here, so I'm just following it down, and I've got space for adjective. So if I've chosen wings, I've got long and feathery already, so I might use those. The long, feathery wings. Now, it's not quite right for wings because this means it's plural because we've added an S to the end of it. So when it is plural, is when there's more than one, we need to put are here instead. Okay, so the long feathery wings are, then we've got verb adverb where. Okay, so verb, let's have a little think. So thinking about the wings and they're flying through the sky, we could have flying. But I think maybe try and think of something a bit more exciting. Maybe gliding. I can imagine a unicorn glides through that sky. They're so magnificent, aren't they? So we've got the long feathery wings are gliding, which is our verb. Then we've got adverb. So an adverb describes a verb. It's almost like an adjective, but for a verb, okay? And it normally ends in an ly. So things like peacefully, gingerly is year 2's favourite adverb of all time, I think. But actually, I don't think gingerly would work very well here because if a unicorn was flying gingerly in the sky, I think it might fall down. So we have to think of precise adverbs rather than just thinking, oh, I know an adverb, gingerly. So the long feathery wings are gliding, I think, peacefully. I can imagine a unicorn flying so quietly and peacefully through the sky. So I think that's a really nice one to use. So the long feathery wings are gliding peacefully. Then it says where. So we could have in the night sky or in the starry sky. Yeah, so we're actually adding another adjective here. So can you see from just picking out some of those key words and thinking of some adjectives, we've now turned it into a really, really exciting and creative sentence. So rather than the adjective noun is verb adverb where is now the long feathery wings are gliding peacefully in the night sky. Okay, so then what you would do is you would do it for tail, then you might do it for the eyes afterwards. And once you've done all of your features, you'll then end up with a really lovely character description. So I hope you found that useful. And if you want to share any of the work with Mrs. Carpenter and I, it'd be lovely to receive some pictures on our school emails to see what your poems are like, what your character descriptions are like. Yes, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.